Hi guys, welcome to Tea Time, where we bring you the very best in the world of entertainment. This morning, we're going to be chatting with a music artist, and we'll be telling you who that is later on in the program. I'm Tokunbo Taiwo, and I'm here with the usuals, Elsie Godwin and Ife Oshunkeye. Hi guys.
What's up?
Good weekend?
Great weekend.
Yes? Elsie?
Yes.
You're looking perfect.
Thank you.
Restful. Ife, did you have a restful weekend or a busy weekend?
A busy weekend. Not up until yesterday though, so Saturday was quite
So how was Fourth Republic?
Yeah, it was a great movie. It's something you should all go out there and watch because it has a very crazy twist to it at the end of the movie.
I saw Linda's post, Linda Ejiofor's Ibrahim, or is it Suleiman now? Suleiman, exactly. She posted what she was wearing to the Fourth Republic premiere, and I was like, okay, yes, it's definitely going to be going down, you know, and it's going to
I think there were so many beautiful outfits. Like it was so regular. There was this touch of elegance to their outfit.
The dress code was actually Your Excellency. So you were supposed to dress the way you would go for your inauguration. So it's a political thriller.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Okay. So how did you dress?
How did I dress?
As His Excellency.
You'll find out.
All right, guys.
I think we should talk about Kiss Daniel and
Demi V.
Okay, all right.
What you have to say?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw the video making the rounds of Kiss Daniel taking SARS officials to Demi V's house to arrest him. And Demi V has actually posted something on his Instagram saying Kiss Daniel duped them of 15 million naira and how he used to edit his voice out of the songs they used to do together, and saying he had the original copies of songs that's on Kiss Daniel's album. So it's just a crazy mix-up right now. So
how do you pay someone 15 million to sign you up? I don't know how that works. I'm sorry, I'm not an artist, but how does it work?
We don't know what business or what transaction the 15 million was for, so it's not okay to jump into.
No, if you read from what he wrote, he was basically saying he gave him the 15 million. I mean, Kugbagidi came out again to drop a video and saying, how would you give somebody 15 million to sign you when you know this person has an album dropping and want to?
From us, it wasn't referring to just himself.
I mean, most people in the comment section are also saying Demi V should come out and give a proper account, because what he's writing is really not clear, and Kugbagidi coming to speak his own grammar.
Why are
is
people
just
not saying Kiss Daniel should give a clear account of why he wants to get
Demi
V arrested?
I mean,
why did he take the SARS officials to his house? For what? Do you know?
I don't know about that, but he decided to do that without bringing social media, right? So I'm not going to.
He was on social media.
Because Demi V posted it.
No, he wasn't.
So Kiss Daniel posted it.
No, it leaked online.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't bring his issue online for us to talk about. But Demi V is coming online now to tell us this has happened.
Demi V wasn't
and you're not giving us a clear picture.
Was made. Do you understand? So somebody else made the video leaked,
and Demi V has addressed it, right?
And he has addressed
and the addressing I'm saying is not clear enough. Be clear so that we'll know what we are even asking Kiss Daniel if you're reaching out to him to say what is going on. Right now, I don't understand what is happening.
Of Demi V. Is there anything we do?
Very defensive of Demi V. I just feel like there are two sides to
the story.
Yeah, of course.
To the story.
My side, your side, and the truth. So until the truth comes out, I think it's just okay for all of us to be Switzerland on this one.
Yeah, but Elsie is asking some very legit questions.
Yeah, and I'm also asking some very legit questions that why did Kiss Daniel take SARS officials to Demi V's house? As he answered those questions, at least Demi V has addressed the issue, saying how disappointed he is. And
what else he's saying is that before it got onto social media, Kiss Daniel decided to take action through the police or whoever went there. So this didn't even come onto social media until he wanted to address it perfectly first.
No, it was on social. The initial post was Kiss Daniel taking SARS officials to Demi V.
Posted by who?
That's what I'm saying.
Posted by blog sites.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so maybe we should just move on because we are getting it twisted right now.
Okay, all right. Time to introduce our studio guest, because yes, we did mention earlier that we do have a studio guest. Now, he's a music artist and part of the music duo titled Artquake, who were responsible for hit songs like Abule and the 2009 hit Alanta. He's a businessman and the CEO of Ice Empire, and with 216,000 followers on Instagram. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Ice K. welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Really nice to be here today.
Okay.
It's really nice. I was looking forward to be here. It's been my first time and getting to see that you guys are doing wonderfully well on this program.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's start with, because there was an article in The Punch recently, that was actually yesterday. So I'm like, okay, let's even start from there. You said something about the youths, and I think it was also in conjunction with Kolade Johnson as well, something along those lines. So I don't know if you want to clarify and say...
Oh, you saw that in The Punch yesterday? I didn't even know that it was on The Punch anyway. I mean, this is... There's a lot of angles to my expression and rant, you know. It wasn't just about Kolade. This is something I have actually been a champion of for a couple of months ago. I mean, because I just thought about how silent a lot of notable Nigerian artists have been about the SARS brutality in Nigeria and some of other terrible things that are happening. I see that we have voices. And if you're scrolling through your Instagram or watching TV and you see a notable person, you want to, you know, hold still your remote and say, let me hear him, because you know he has a voice. Sure. You know, or when you're scrolling through your Instagram and you see somebody notable, you want to stop and hear him. That is why we are who we are. And being who we are is not like let me say, it's by the love of the people. If people didn't show you love to have gotten such recognition, nobody wants to hear you. So now giving back to the people is not just your responsibility. It's not just your, it's not a thing, it's your responsibility. That's the way I see it, you know. So now when I see a lot of silence from a lot of notable artists, from things that are very, very important, I feel very bad, you know. I mean, we've been there for so long, but then there are so many of these artists who a lot of these youths now look up to. And I feel very bad because I dropped this song, then SARS brutality, you know, campaign song, you know. I just did the little push I could, you know, just to let people know that this thing is bad. And then we can actually speak about it through music, you know, because if we all put up one voice, there's no way the government would not notice that there's an uproar somewhere. The government has too many issues that they are hearing from different sides. There's the Boko Haram, there's this one, there's the international problem, there's the debt, there's the salary to be paid, but then some people will just hint them and tell them people are complaining about SARS and they will hear it briefly. They might not, but when they hear it from, let's say, a lot of artists speak up and say this thing is affecting a lot of Nigerians, definitely people and the government will definitely hack into this.
Okay. All right, before we ask you our next question, we'll go on a quick break. When we return, I will be continuing in our conversation with music artist Ice K. We'll be right back. You're watching PlusTVAfrica, and this is Tea Time.
I loved the energy when I came in here. It was so positive. I was like, I can live here.
My real names are Akbobiofobo, Akborobomemere.
I think my father is a comedian because most times when he calls me, he's like, yo, make sure you use condom, you know, them girls out there.
So are you telling me I should have shot my shots?
Ife, you are my younger brother.
Age is nothing but a number. What? I'm a vampire.
I believe in equal rights for women, and I also believe that a man is the head of the house, so we need to draw our limits somewhere.
It feels so good. Now can I do my jam now?
Yeah, you can.
Thank you.
Welcome back. You're watching Tea Time right here on Plus TV Africa. Next up is a continuation of our conversation with music artist Ice K. Before the break, Elsie, we're going to ask him.
Yes, I was. In your interviews, or most times when you speak, you say Nigerian youths need to be socially conscious. And I've heard that so many times from different people. What does it really mean to be socially conscious to you?
There are so many hues in the society. And then some of our youths are not really paying attention to some of them. Some of them are not deliberate. Some are just because some of them are ignorant. Some are also not, just put up this attitude of I don't care, you know. And let me give you a typical example. If what has happened to the likes of the Kolade Johnson, you know, very terrible situation, is something that has happened to any notable Nigerian, either a Nigerian artist or maybe a very popular person, we would have seen more protests, we would have seen more, maybe more songs roll out, more attention. But should it be for a notable person to have lost somebody before people now rise up, before people now, you know, see this thing as a menace? Because if you don't do it now or take it up now, it can happen to you tomorrow. I mean, this is what we call a stray bullet. The guy was not, it's not like they were targeting him. So this means it can happen to anybody. And this is just because some people were not doing their job rightly. If someone has followed the rule of engagement or the code of conduct, you know when to use your firearms, you know how to position them, you know how to do your job rightly. So this is a lot of ignorance from some of our youths, because we have a lot to give when it comes to speaking up.
So the rule of engagement you mentioned just made me remember with something you said about SARS. You're saying you're not even out for them to end SARS, actually.
Yeah, of course.
So what
Let's
exactly
be
is your
candid.
stand?
SARS as an operative is called Special Anti-Robbery Squad. You know, we need our security. You understand? We need them to work. All they do is follow the rule of engagement of their job. Special Anti-Robbery Squad, right? Not going chasing people because you see somebody having tattoo. I mean, that thing is crazy. You just say, why did you target that guy? You know, so you say, I mean, is there anything in the Constitution that says nobody should be having tattoos on or nobody should have dreadlocks on? It's crazy. For anybody. And you know the funniest thing, I'm an artist, I see some of these police, some of them, we have them as servicemen working or guiding us to events. You understand? Some of them have tattoos. Do you understand? So how crazy is this? Why would you now be targeting people as armed robbers or as so-called Yahoo, you know, because they have that on? That's totally wrong. You know, so I don't know when this will stop, but I believe it will not stop until a lot of things are done rightly.
Okay, so my question now is, do you think this hashtags on social media and dropping music would do justice or will get us justice? Because a lot of artists like the likes of YC, Burna Boy, Baba tried some time ago to do a peaceful protest which was cancelled. Now, don't you think if we go out on the streets and actually protest and actually walk against these people and let them know how sad we are? I don't think a lot of people have dropped songs, a lot of people have done hashtags, but we still haven't gotten justice. How long are we going to go on with the hashtag without going out there? Because I always believe in one thing.
And let's not even
blood,
forget
sweat,
if people like what's his name now, Rogedi Baba, he's also doing the End SARS campaign. So
let me give you guys an add-on on something. We know that talk is cheap, right?
Very.
It is not just about the voices or singing or something, but I tell you the truth, it goes a long way.
But we've been doing
Now,
that for
no,
years.
we have not done enough. Let me tell you the truth. Let me give you just one simple capillary. Look at the FU challenge going on right now. Can you compare the attention that challenge has gotten to end SARS brutality.
That is entertainment. Now, people are actually ignoring real life issues because we're using
that's not the issue. Do you know why? It is because the people that are talking about it are not the almighty people want to listen to.
No.
Let me give you.
Sorry to add this. Imagine if all these artists joined.
Let me tell you, if all these artists in question who did the F challenge, right, got up to say something about end SARS brutality, I am telling you, by this Monday today, you would have gotten something from either the state government or the federal government saying something about this situation.
If I was in your position,
officially,
being a veteran that you are, and you wake up one morning and you say, Ice K, I'm going out on the streets. I need a lot of people to support me. We're going to the SARS headquarters. We need to go talk to those people. Being a veteran and having a lot of followers, do you know a lot of people would actually follow you because of your influence? Don't you think that would make more impact than doing music and doing
Now, let me tell you, what you need is more sensitization. Let me give you a typical example. If on social media, for example, right, the number of people you'll be able to communicate with is a larger crowd of people compared to the physical people you see around. You understand? Everybody is easily on social media lately. You can easily reach out to a lot of people. See, when you go on the street, there are two things to it. Sometimes they might think you're partisan. Sometimes they might just like, look, these guys are probably jobless, or these guys, or some of the guys that are not joining these guys have collected money from the government or something. Now, what we need to start off with is sensitization. Let's sensitize people. Let people understand that there's a problem first. When Chu Baba was going to do his protest, he was heavily campaigned on social media.
Yes.
All of us supported him. We were posting it. Just like this, the strength these FU challenges get, everybody knew something was going to happen. So when the walk or the trek or the protest is going to happen, then you know they've talked about it. Do you understand? But then you just see me on the road with a lot of people and no sensitization. People will be like, what are they working for? This is what I'm talking about. We just need to be mindful of reality. Let's be realistic here.
So everything goes hand in hand. The
sensitization, we need to sensitize first. Let people know there's a problem. The Ragedi Baba you are talking about, he would have been tired. When only him they talk, nobody is supporting. Do you understand? What we need is the people who have more fan base to speak. Let me tell you the truth between you and I.
Okay, you know what? Sorry to cut in there. Let me get you to hold on to that thought. We need to go on a quick break. When we come back, hopefully, maybe you'll be able to tell us more. So we'll take that quick break right now. When we return, our studio guest, music artist Ice K, will be telling us absolutely more. Don't go anywhere. You're watching TV Africa, and this is Tea Time.
I loved the energy when I came in here. It was so positive. I was like, I can't live here.
My real names are Akbofyokobo, Akborubomemere.
I think my father is a comedian because most times when he calls me, he's like, yo, make sure you use condom, you know, them girls out there.
So are you telling me I should have shot my shots?
Ife, you are my younger brother.
Age is nothing but a number. What? I'm a vampire.
I believe in equal rights for women, and I also believe that a man is the head of the house, so we need to draw our limits somewhere.
It feels so good. Now can I do my jam now?
Yeah, you can.
Thank you.
Welcome back. It's still Tea Time right here on TV Africa, and we're swiftly moving on in our conversation with music artist Ice K. So I think we should talk about your music, but before we do, you know, before the break, you were going to round up on some of the things you were saying earlier.
There are some things we call heavyweight platforms. You know, for example, there are certain things you do probably on your Instagram page, people won't notice. If you put it on, for example, Tunde Not on Instablog, people will know it happened. Do you understand what I'm saying? There are about 3, if I mention just about 3 or 4 of Nigerian artists. We have been there, we have been heavyweights. You understand? There are some of these artists today that if they just rise up, just maybe 3 of them, you know them, I don't need to mention names. If they just say, this thing has to stop, end SARS brutality and something, the number of people that will take it up, no be small. But it doesn't have to be that maybe their family member is affected before they think of doing stuff like this. You know, so when we talk about heavyweight platform, that's what we need. That's why I am reaching out. Guys, let's do something now. The silence.
Okay, Ice-K, thank you very much. Let's talk about your music. But before we do, I think we should actually take a look at some of your videos. Hopefully, when we come back, we will be able to talk some more about that. Oh, okay. All right. You know what? We don't have that ready now. So let's actually talk about...
I picked up on something you've been saying. You keep referring to yourself as we have been heavyweights. Are you saying you're no longer heavyweights?
No, I mean, when I say we have been heavyweights, we have been heavyweights. It's just like you're getting a title of an heavyweight, and somebody else is getting a title of an heavyweight. You are also an heavyweight. Okay, you understand? But let me, for example, Mike Tyson was an heavyweight. But you would not compare Mike Tyson to Floyd Mayweather as of today. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So that's what it is. You got that title then. But the person who has the title now is the current heavyweight. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So when I say the meaning of Ice-K.
I said, what's been up with Ice-K? What have you been up to?
I mean, like for about a year and few months now, just a year and few months, I started up a solo career. You know, started up as Ice-K on my own, you know, broke up from the group Earthquake.
Because of marriage?
Not because of marriage. It's just because it was high time. I needed some level of liberty. I needed to express myself differently. The truth is, when you are in a group, there's definitely limitation. You have to abide by the rule of partnership, and there are certain things you can't do on your own, you know. God bless you. You know, but then at that time, certain things began to happen between us. We had some irreconcilable differences, and I just thought about, look, it's best.
Share some of those irreconcilable differences?
Just a little. I mean, for example, having a kind of difference between you and your friends. We've been together for so many years. We've been like brothers. A lot of people even mistaken us for brothers, you know. And then we got an irreconcilable difference to such extent that maybe my partner had gone to perform at a mega show alone.
Without your knowledge?
While I'm in Nigeria. I mean, my family lives in the US.
Okay.
Yeah, so I go to the US often, right? So, but I was in Nigeria. I had no travel. I was in my house, and then they are calling me from the event. You know, you can imagine an event as big as Celebration. And then, because I'm not usually around, they either contact him or my manager. Unfortunately, my manager at that time was also in California. So they called him, got in touch with him, and the next thing I was at home hearing people calling me that, where are you? Your partner is performing here. I was mad. You know, no matter how much of differences or grievances we had, we have had it in the past that sometimes we are not even talking, and we go on stage, we kill the show. Nobody will know anything happened. So at that point, I knew a lot of things. This thing done the past, and I told him that day, I said, you just crossed the red line. You know, and I wish he was gonna apologize. You know, I was looking out for him, because I was even calling my manager, making them understand how grieved I was and all that. They were like, even if he comes, I should not tell my gate man not to allow him in or what. I said, no, I won't do that. You know what I mean? But he didn't even show up.
So has he apologized to date or not yet?
Nothing like apology. We just moved on, like.
Okay.
We just we're friends now. Yeah, of course. I mean, we're still in touch, like friends. You know what I mean? But the truth is, we're very close friends. You know, previously, yeah. And then all these things happened. So many other things were also attached. You know, something would have caused something that brought about him going to perform alone and all that. He will have his own side of the story too. But I have something that he says to people, and I'm going to confess it.
Okay.
I personally put out the story that Earthquake broke up without consent, without needing to.
All right, we're pushed for time, so just
I don't need his consent. Think about it, just two people in this. So I'm out.
Okay.
So
can you just close the show for us with a quick freestyle, please, so that the people can get the Ice-K vibe?
Let's do 4G wireless, right?
Okay.
I'm really sharp, one sharp, $1 $1 2 shit no more. I'm really sharp, wọ́n ná euro, wọ́n máa ṣe gógó, kówó wọlé ká ṣàkókò. Mo ní kẹsànwó yẹn lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. Lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. No posting, no. Lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. Lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀.
All right, so that's precisely where we're going to wrap up this morning. We're back this afternoon with a brand new episode of the program. Until then, my thank yous as always go to my co-anchors, Ife and Elsie, the entire production team, our group of stylists, Kudi's Empire, and Liz Harrison, and of course our guest on the program, Iske. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
God bless you.
I'm Tokumbo Taiwo saying thanks for watching, and from all of us here, have yourself a good morning.